So I made a video that sort of came out very early morning UK time about how to run Tyrion into this, or just any Alliance deck really, into this with talents. And I actually got a lot of comments asking how I'd do it without talents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a deck without talents, and then I'm going to show you the same deck that I'd run with Jaina to try and do like a really hard, like plus 5 or 6 levels dungeon. So we're going to run a yellow level dungeon on this particular deck, and then we're going to try and run a talented version at like very high level. Now, why am I running the units that I'm running? Jaina without talent, safe pilot without talent just to do a bit of damage and provide a bit of unbound pressure. Unbound tank in the form of Quillball, which can be useful. We're running Griffin Rider as a defensive unit. We're running Flame Elemental because it is incredibly good at tanking the second boss. The benefit, and I'm going to say this now, the benefit that I kind of have in this deck is that my Flame Elemental is epic and clearly high level. So it might look like my Flame Elemental is doing really, really well. Your Flame Elementals might not do as well, but the unit still does what you need it to do, and you can still clear even or like sort of like yellow level dungeons with this deck. We're running Execute because it's unbelievably good with Jaina, but also very good against the last boss. And then we're running Blizzard as well because Blizzard can help us out massively, especially on Krieg, where we want to like blow up, because we don't have well pegs with Flame Burst. So if I had well pegs with Flame Burst, I'd run that instead. But because we're running a no talent deck, we're going to run Blizzard instead because it kind of does a similar thing. Right, so you can see we've got a yellow level Jaina deck. We're going to jump in. Gauntlets of Determination, Reflective Chain, and Unstable Concoction. I'm actually going to run Gauntlets of Determination because Jaina is a low cost mini, and we can usually cycle her out quite a bit. So I'm hoping that we're running a relatively cheap deck. We've got a potentially low cycle cost to get to Jaina. So hopefully Gauntlets of Determination will be a good pick here. So for Krieg, what we're aiming to do is just get the enemy minis to fight each other. We do that by landing safe pilots on their head. You do that by using Blizzard, and we get them to fight around their turrets if possible, because it helps us take the turrets more effectively. So here we have got an immediate safe pilot that we're going to drop here. We're going to drop to be honest with you, we're going to drop Jaina, and then we're going to drop a Blizzard. Like this. A little bit out of the range, but Jaina should be able to finish this guy off. Taking a little bit of damage, so I'm going to drop an unbound tank here just to help Jaina take this tower. I'm now going to drop this guy because otherwise I think we're unfortunately going to lose our base. Didn't do enough damage to the grunts to help them attack each other. We're just going to drop Jaina here with a level up. So we've cycled Jaina here nicely. So what we want to do is he's going to do that, so hopefully we can just hack him behind. He's going to do the majority of the damage to this tower. It's quite nice. Right, good. We've got a bit of gold going. Drop another. We're going to drop another Jaina. Nothing too crazy happening, but we should, with this tanking, get through. I'm actually going to do this because we have Jaina on the field. We might as well. And then we're going to try and do this on the boss too. So we're going to get them to attack each other. It's going quite nicely. This has actually gone quite well. There we go. Just in time to drop this guy over here. We can cycle another Jaina in a moment. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to safe pilot. It's a good trade into Mountaineer. It gets them to attack each other. You can see now they're going to start attacking each other. So you always want to safe pilot the Mountaineers because it basically forces them to kill each other. We'll drop another Jaina over this side. Going to save Execute or Blizzard for a good opportunity. Like this is a good opportunity to use Execute. Good. I think I really do want to try and use Blizzard here. A good opportunity to Blizzard. Quite got. Let's do it here. Get them to attack each other. They will, and I get the gold for it, which is really nice. I'm going to execute these guys. Again, I'm going to drop a Jaina. She's now level 27, so Gauntlets of Determination doing really well for me because I've now got a level 27 Jaina. that chest. And really, I think just one more blizzard will probably do it. See where he spawns, see where something spawns. To be honest with you, the execute will finish the job. There we go. Easy as you like. Forcing, just using our spells, using our big AoE abilities to force the enemies to attack each other and do the work for us. If you get them to fight around the turrets, even better, because it helps you take those turrets for free. So Krieg, once you kind of know the tactics, is quite an easy boss. Sorry, my wife was just asking me something. So, we've done that. Stomp a Krieg. Box of Bang Snaps, Dark Moon, Prize Wheel. No. Airborne Toxin. I actually think Airborne Toxin is going to be the best, because it will help me get through tankier units with my Griffin Rider. It will make Griffin Rider trade up more effectively. Box of Bang Snaps sounds okay, but it's really only useful on the first boss, and so doesn't actually come into much use over these bosses, especially because it doesn't do that much damage, and we're not running Gnomish Cloaking Device on our safe pilot, so the damage is a bit negligible. I think I'll get more value out of having Flame, of having Griffin Rider with so we're gonna put this back over here. Gonna drop this guy. I'm probably going to drop this here because I just want to make sure that. So what I'm actually going to do this time round. Okay, well he's just fair enough. I'm just going to kill all those. I'm actually going to try and take. I don't usually do this. Safe pilot on this level is really bad, by the way. It just dies instantly. Don't usually do this, but I want to take this meeting stone. Now we're going to go this way. Oh no, disaster. I still want to keep this. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to land this on there. Gauntlets of Determination. We just want to try and keep things going. So there we go. We've got this going. We're gonna execute like this while we got Jaina on the field. Get a little bit of damage down. We'll probably do that. Taking this tower will be hard. In the meantime, we're gonna send. So Flame Elemental's done a lot of damage here. Which is good. Nice. Blew them all up. Good. We want to drop our Kobold a little bit further back here because we don't want him to get attacked by that. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the bum. It's okay though. We're going to drop another Flame Elemental. Again, we just want to keep cycling Flame Elementals that way if we can help it. No, I'm just going to drop while we didn't have a Jaina on the field, but we're going to have to defend with Jaina, honestly. Oh, we won. Never mind. Yeah, Flame Elementals, just get a couple of executes on the boss whilst you're defending. That boss is quite easy. Flame Elemental makes that boss quite trivial, really. As long as you can get Flame Elemental up the left-hand side, you don't even really need to take the tower, necessarily. As long as you can get Flame Elemental up the left-hand side, and then just keep cycling spells into the boss, it can work quite well. Right. So. All of these are bad. But the only reason I wouldn't usually take that relic. The only reason I'm taking that relic is because there's a lot of gold on this map. And so a little extra gold every 3 gold is probably quite good. There's a lot of gold to mine on this map, and that extra gold can often help be the difference maker. This boss is very easy tactics when you've got Jaina, because execute makes this boss very easy. So what we're going to do is we want to drop him on this side because we want this resistant tank to tank the magic damage dealing person on this side. We don't really have a good tank for the other side, but it doesn't really matter. Drop this way. He's still going for it. While I've got Jaina out, I'm just going to use execute. Oh, he's already healed. Never mind. I thought that would be... Okay, we've taken that boss now. Probably going to drop that there, and I'm going to drop this here. Follow it up with that. Okay, nice. I'm going to take this tower. I'm going to poison it. Jaina's on the field, so what we're going to do is we're going to immediately do a couple of spells. Probably drop this guy this way. We want to get another, we really want to get another execute out. We haven't timed this very well, but that's fine. I'm really just mostly bothered about getting another execute out, which I can now to kill him. There we go. That just, now we just need to time taking the boss back, which I think we can do relatively easily. Need to get another Jaina out. Get another leveled up Jaina out. Or re-execute. We haven't really timed this very well, but that's okay. Use Blizzard. Fine, we got the poison going. One more execute and it should be game over. Poison might even get the job done. No, it doesn't quite, but we just the healer's gone, so damage that we do will be permanent. Not the best example of how you do that boss. You really want to time it so that both the bosses kind of get to him at the same time, but you can cycle execute and win this really easily as long as you take out the healer. My first execute wasn't very good. You need to follow it up quite quickly. But did well. We did well there. Cool. And that's how you do it without talents. That's the deck that I would run anyway. Now I'm going to show you what it would look like with talents, but I'm going to come back. I'm going to grind maybe like 3 or 4 times this level, and then we're going to do it sort of maybe at like +5 or 6 levels. We'll see how we go. Right. I'll set the deck up that I'm going to use first, and then we'll try and get to like level 27 maybe. Like if we get to level 27, that'd be quite a good feat, I think. So if we can get to level 27, that'd be really good. Level 23 deck versus a level 27 dungeon, so very, very high up, sort of 4 levels plus. We're running kind of a deck that's focused on taking towers to make sure we get map stability, and then also just cycling some spells with Jaina clear casting. So we're running Jaina's clear casting to make sure we have reduced cost in our spells. We're running extended range on Griffin, we're running freeze on the Blizzard, we're running overpower on execute, but it really doesn't matter what talent you run. Obsidian shard, flame burst, and then immolate. And that is the deck that we're running to try and deal with a level 27 dungeon. Let's see what relics we get. Noble Instruction, Inspiring Parchment. I'm going to go Noble Instruction. The reason I'm going to go Noble Instruction is with clear casting we get a 2 cost Blizzard, which is actually very nice. So you get a double reduction on Blizzard, which is quite nice in some clutch scenarios. So on this particular boss, you'll have seen me do it before. It's all about just trying to get the enemy minions to do the work for you. You can do that through executes, you can do that through blizzards. My execute is not going to be as good because it is several levels below the level that I'm playing at right now. But well pegged should be good enough over here. We should do this, and that should be enough to just execute these guys and force them, not quite even force them to attack each other, which is really bad actually. There we go. It's enough to get that one done though. I'm actually going to use Blizzard. Again, I want to try and protect as many assets as I've got on the map as I can. We should just about be able to take this down, which is quite nice. I'm going to drop my... I'm taking so much damage on my tower. I'm going to drop these guys here. Put another Jaina down. Yeah, not a great execute if I'm honest with you. I will drop this guy. Done really well. Try and put that right next to the base. Should be enough to get some work done, which is quite nice. Drop in Jaina. Means we've got a 2-cost Blizzard, so we're going to use the Blizzard just to deal with the Huntress. Should be enough. I'm going to immediately execute these guys, but it's not actually doing enough, even with Jaina up now, to get a bit of a pain in the ass. But what are we going to do about it? Got Griffin. Flame Elemental. We've got Jaina. Gives me a 2-cost Blizzard now. But we have actually got a good setup, so... That's actually a really good Blizzard. That should get them attacking each other. Don't really have anything else to do other than just drop these guys. I think I'm just going to go for a double spell on these guys just to get some work going. We're slowly chipping away here. Perfectly fine. Okay. We now have 2. I'm going to drop well pegs over here. We want to get Jaina on the map. We've got a good Blizzard now. Now I'm going to use the Blizzard. So, using the Blizzard just to freeze. Use Execute just to stun, knock her back. The stun, we do get a reset on the attack here. I'm going to drop Kobold to take that chest for the time being. So another Jaina. I think with this Jaina we should actually be... yeah, this will be fine. This will do the job. At least it'll get close to doing the job. Good. Beat the level 27 dungeon with this deck. Again, just trying to get the enemies to do the work for us. Now comes, in my opinion, the hardest one. You just got to have a really good... You've got to get kind of lucky on the defense. Kind of lucky with your opening command. Maybe get a little lucky on the relics. I wouldn't say that my relics have been that good so far. So I think it's going to be tough. We hopefully land a really good relic. Melee minions getting lifesteal is very top tier because of Flame Elemental. So melee minions getting lifesteal here is really big. It's going to be so helpful for the rest of the run. Flame Elemental is really the only person that needs it, and he becomes kind of like a ever-living tank. So I'm really, really happy that we got that. Now, on this level, usually if I wasn't so far up in levels, I would usually just ignore the turret and go straight with Flame Elemental down the left-hand side. But because this is actually quite a difficult one, what I'm going to have to do is drop Flame Elemental. And I don't want to take too much damage on my tower. What I am going to do is drop Jaina. It should be fine. I'm going to go this way. I could have dropped. Yeah. Okay. What we're going to do is drop these guys here. This will hopefully blow everything up. We want to take this tower as like an absolute necessity if I can. So melee minion with lifesteal. You can see this one's kind of going absolutely nuts for me. I'm going to drop this guy going this way. You have to be very careful about where you place your kobolds, where you place things when they're about to attack something. I'm going to drop this guy this side. I know that's not going to be very useful, but it's just to distract the... it was just to distract him long enough that it doesn't matter. I'm going to drop Jaina to support here. I'm going to drop Kobold back here. But we're still doing absolutely fine. I'm really just going to try and support these guys, which I'm going to do through Jaina. Melee minion getting lifesteal is honestly S tier for this. I'm going to stun him out, and then I'm going to... Oh, it's a little bit awkward, actually. That might have been game losing. We'll see. Drop this. See if we can get away from the... We've got another one going this side, so that's fine. And we've got another Blizzard coming in a minute. We just need to protect this side. I'm going to hold Blizzard for... well, for now. I'm just going to use it to end the boss. Yeah, melee minion getting lifesteal makes your fire elemental become a raid boss on this level. And yeah, can essentially solo win. So that was actually quite easy given that we got a good relic. But, you know, the reality of the situation is if you're going to go up against a level 27 dungeon when you've got a level 23 deck, you need some good relics to help out as well. You can tech your deck to be as good as you want, but you do need some good relics. That now gives us 2 attempts on the final boss. Let's see if we get some good relics here as well. So we've got Armored, periodically poison. They deal increased attack. The Bloodshot Greaves is always terrible because we're never going to have that little minions on the field. Periodically afflict poison. I think we're just going to have to take Jaina increased damage because she probably will be static for a lot of the fight against the actual boss, which will be helpful. Now, this is interesting because we're so far up in level, we actually have to look to stabilize before going for the side bosses. So what I usually like to do, I mean, look, there's 2 ways I can approach. Try and go for the side bosses straight away, or take the middle tower to protect my base and then go for the side bosses later, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I've got a Jaina here. I'm also going to drop this here. I'm going to drop this guy to go and farm some gold straight away. These don't... Did I just lose Jaina to the... Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose Jaina to the... What have I just done there? Okay. That was terrible. Really terrible, actually. So Jaina can solo this guy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop Earth Elemental here. The Jaina can actually solo this guy over here. As you can see. Right, we don't want to go too hard. We just want to use Blizzard there. I'm going to drop another Jaina. Okay, so we have taken that guy now. We're going to save our gold. Okay, we're taking both of them now. Now what I want to do is spawn some more of these guys. And we need to get Jainas on the field, keep this guy engaged, stack my Jainas, and then just start bopping him and also getting gold. We need to start channeling gold back into this game for us. But actually, our Jainas are stacking damage, and we're going to start just blizzarding. Actually, Jaina's stacking damage is working really well. We might even just be killing. We didn't even need to use the execute. Jaina's stacking damage, ended up winning. So that strategy there we went for is that we took 2 of the bosses. We actually managed to time the boss takes pretty well. Didn't end up mattering though, because we had enough tanking with the flame elementals with lifesteal plus the Jaina stacking damage that we ended up just out damaging the heal. So we got a couple of really good talents, but good deck, and have now pushed myself to level 28. I mean, with good relics, you could probably push further, but I don't want to go too far because I'd be here forever. But yeah, there you go. That's the deck for level 27, which is 4 levels above my actual level, which is, again, a sizable amount above. And it works really well.